Animal control was little more than a hostage-taking operation when the country was young. Pounds held wandering animals for ransom from their owners. Unclaimed cows and pigs went to the highest bidder. Since dogs had little economic value, the pound master typically executed them using whatever means he found convenient. These stray dogs were often emaciated and suffering under poor conditions. Emaciation is extreme weight loss and thinness due to a loss of subcutaneous fat and muscle throughout the body. The rehabilitation of emaciated animals through treating their starvation and dehydration with slow renourishment can be challenging. Their bodies need to replenish the nutrients in order for them to survive. With hope at a shelter, however, they could have gotten better. Alas, this was not to be. In the late 1800s, mass canine drownings and other horrors prompted societies for the prevention of cruelty to animals to open their own shelters, beginning with the ASPCA, which was created when the charter incorporating the American Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals was passed on April 10, 1866. After this charter was passed, shelters began popping up all over the country and began to save many animals' lives. One of these shelters was the Philadelphia City Refuge for Lost and Suffering Animals, which started rescuing animals from these drownings in 1874. Today, 70% of American pet owners believe unwanted dogs, unless they are incurably ill or irredeemably aggressive, should be cared for indefinitely. Between 9 million and 23 million families look for a new pet each year. Advocates believe it is an important step toward recognizing the moral status of non-human animals. Critics, including People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, say that no-kill shelters are a facade for profiteers who turn away the vast majority of homeless animals and keep the rest in dismal conditions. Dogs and the law have run into each other as well. For example, in 1979, after Mary Murphy committed suicide, her will stated that her dog Saito be taken to a vet and put to sleep. Animal activists did not think this was humane. Richard Avanzino fought for Saito's rights in court. Avanzino succeeded in court, and in the end, State Senator Mars Garcia wrote a bill passed by the legislature and signed into law by Governor Jerry Brown, which overturned the portion of Murphy's will calling for Saito's death. Avanzino went to the Board of Supervisors and proposed the Adoption Act, making it illegal for the new Animal Care and Control Department to kill a dog or cat that the SPCA was willing to take. In 1994, the SPCA and San Francisco's Department of Animal Care and Control signed the Adoption Pact, stating that the SPCA would take any healthy animals that ACC couldn't place in a new home and would work towards saving all the treatable pets. This was one example in California. Other run-ins with animals in the law happened across the country. But in the years after the Adoption Pact was created, animal control intakes were cut in half. Deaths of healthy animals fell to a trickle. Kitten deaths decreased 81%, and dog deaths declined by 66%. In today's society, we must not accept routine euthanasia as the social norm. We should raise expectations and set aggressive goals, but recognize that shelters can't do it without community engagement at every step. We must continue to reduce rates of relinquishment by ramping up affordable and accessible spay and neuter options and helping people resolve normal pet behavior issues. The use of puppy mills must be stopped altogether as well. These mills put innocent puppies in horrible conditions that are detrimental to their health and are morally wrong. If we as a society stand up and say no more killing of shelter animals, then we will have given those animals another chance at life. And that is a cause worth fighting for.